Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a video. Something was placed on my heart to do this today. I'm not really sure what and why, but this topic was placed on me to talk about. I'm sure everybody deals with these. I know I do. Some days are good, some days are bad. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this topic. I hope you all enjoyed my last video. It was fun watching myself record and talk and all of that, and I was a tad bit nervous. I don't know why I was nervous, because I'm a talker for one, and for two, like, I have to talk every day with my job, so like I'm looking and talking to people all day long. So I don't know why I was nervous, but I think I'm a little nervous now, but as I talk and go on, it'll get off of me. But so today's topic is facing adversities. I'm sure a lot of people deals with this on a daily basis, me included. Currently dealing with a few myself right now. So just want to talk about the different adversities. It could be, of course, adversity is hardship, hard times, challenges, different things that go on in life that we sometimes have a hard time dealing with. Like I said, that includes me. Things happen, things go on, you're not really sure why, you don't understand why, but it's a reason behind everything. So here lately, the older I get, I realize I am looking at things in a different light. I'm looking at things, okay, that happened, that was probably for the best, for me, for whatever reason, whatever the situation may be. So I find myself having to look at it as a lesson and a blessing and keep it moving, because sometimes different things go on in life and we tend to get into depression, and we get sad, we get the dark cloud over us, like I said, myself included. So I'm talking about this because I can relate to this, and it's like you trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel, and you just hoping and you pushing and pushing, and you like, I don't even see the light. Where is the light? Well, there are ways that you can deal with those things. If it's a loss of a job, maybe a marriage or divorce, maybe breakups, maybe just you yourself dealing with different things, your confidence, you're trying to fight insecurities, you're trying to fight the fact that maybe you're not where you're supposed to be in life. Those type of things happen every day, and sometimes we always think, oh, that's just happening to me, and a lot of times it's not. It happens to everybody. Some people just probably may even got a step here and you're still here and you just kind of climbing, but then something else happened and knock you back down. And for me, I was like that. I was like, why is this happening to me? I'm the only person it's happening to. And then you talk to people and you find out people are going through some of the same things that you're going through. So it's so hard to not look at it like this is negative, this is bad, I'm the only one dealing with this, nobody cares, nobody's listening. And a lot of times it's people dealing with the same issues, especially if you have, close friends, they have their problems, family members, they have theirs, and other people you deal with, your co-workers, people that you don't even know that you see walking up and down the road, Walmart, the dollar store, out and about, hanging out. People deal with things every day. So for me, I found comfort in doing different activities, different things. That helps me. And a lot of times when I find myself getting in that dark space or that dark place, or I almost wake up in a depressing mood, I have to really push myself. And when you push yourself, yes, it takes a lot of strength to do so, but you find yourself getting a step ahead of where you were maybe an hour ago or 2 hours ago. Then the next day come, you find yourself looking back on yesterday like, okay, I did this, now I'm gonna do this, versus just sitting thinking negative, not trying to find the positive in anything. Maybe the next day try to find something positive, wake up to doing something. If you meditate, I find myself meditating sometimes. I wake up in the morning 15-20 minutes early just to have meditation time, just to have that time to gather myself, gather my thoughts, and a lot of time that helps me. I've also have tried to start making myself drink green tea in the morning. Now I drink it at night before I go to sleep, or sometime around bedtime, and excuse me, that has helped me. It just gives me some energy. It gives me, I don't know, it's like a flow of energy that comes from a place that I didn't even think that I had. So that helps me get going. I've also found myself in the mornings, I used to go work out at 5 a.m. in the morning, right? And I got out of the habit of doing that, and I need to start back because that helped me get my day going. It's like you go work out, you come home, get ready for work, eat breakfast, you're on about your day, and your day is already flowing versus you just getting up, kind of dragging around, especially if you hit your snooze button, me, 3 or 4 times, and you wake up at the last minute running, and then you missing and forgetting and not doing. So you have to definitely pace yourself, or you would just be like, everything's just gonna kind of just flop from your time you get up to the end of your day. So if I don't get up and go work out, then I read. First thing I do, get up, I go to the bathroom or whatever, and then I find a scripture to read. And typically that's a jump start to my day, reading a scripture or reading a few scriptures. I find comfort in that because I need that on a daily basis as I'm growing and learning. I need that. So I read my scriptures or two, and then I get my day going. Throughout the day, by the time I get to work, when I say throughout the day, yeah, by the time I get to work, I keep a little book, and I have one right here that I have in my desk that I got from my church. It's our daily bread book. And it has each month, well, it has 3 months. This is March, April, and May of 2020. And the one I have on my desk actually just finished back in February, so I was able to get a new one from church today. So I have this, and I keep it at my desk. So before I get my day started at work, I read a passage out of here. And it has so many good ones. Sometimes it hit the nail on the head of what I may be dealing with. Sometimes it's just kind of... Sometimes I feel like the scriptures that I read may not pertain to me that day, but later in the week it's like something to come up and I'm like, okay, I read that. I needed that. It was just preparing me for what was ahead. So then I also got this one today. This is In Pursuit of Jesus. So this is going into Easter, 15 Easter reflections for my daily bread. So I got this too. So I'll probably keep this one at home and put this one in my desk at work. And I make sure I read this like every morning or sometime throughout the day. If something go on, I get upset or get in my feelings about something, or I read this, and this typically helps me to get back to where I need to be. So I do that. I journaled. I have a little book actually. This is one of my favorite little books I ordered off Amazon. It's called Let That Shit Go. A journal for leaving your bullshit behind and creating a happy life. Very good book. And it just lets you journal. It asks you different things. Like one of the pages asks about gratitude, to list a few things you're grateful for, or how can you express gratitude in a meaningful way. And then it just go on. It asks you about your career. It asks you about if you had any negative thoughts, write them down. Now turn it into positivity. How can you make that thought positive? This book is good. I advise anybody to get it. It ain't just a girl book. It can be for guys too. But Amazon has a ton of different books you can, or journals that you can get, and you can journal in on each day. But this one, I love it. A girl at work, my coworker actually has this book. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that title is catchy. So I went to reading through it and just looking, and I was like, I need this. So I ordered me, my mom, and my sister one for us to journal and have, for us to, you know, reflect on different things and reflect on our day and what we're going through, how to be happy, how to be positive, nothing negative. This book I recommend. I also have like a little journal that I keep for myself at home, and I typically journal it in that book at the end of the day, like how my whole day went. Because while I'm at work, of course, I can't journal like I want to. And typically, I try to write down something that happened. Because sometime in the day, depending on what you got going on, you forget. And me, certain things I forget, and I just be like, oh, okay, yeah. So I have to go back and kind of remember what happened. I'm like, okay, but if something really, really went on, then I probably be like, yeah, I ain't forget about that. But I journal about that pretty much at the end of the day. And it's just a little notebook. I don't even know where I got this from. I think Walmart. Something like this. I think I did get this from Walmart. And I got stuff in it coming out. So this, I write in this. And this about wrote up. They have plenty at Walmart. Plenty at the dollar store. Plenty wherever. You can get one. You can get a few, actually. I think this was like $1.97. They have cheaper ones, 97-cent journals. Whatever you can get to write in journaling, that'll help you. I put my name, for whatever reason, I put my name on the top of the page, like as if this is not my book. And then I put the date. And then I proceed to write. And I just write. Sometimes it'll be a paragraph, sometimes it'll be a page, sometimes it's 2 or 3 pages, sometimes it's 5 or 6 pages. It just depends on how I feel at that for that day. Like I said, that helps me. And so as I continue to journal and write, I can, as I'm reading, I'm talking, I'm like, that really happened, or I really said that, or that sounds stupid, or whatever it may be. And then I'm like, okay, so tomorrow I need to do better. Or tomorrow, if somebody make me mad, try not to let that affect you, Kiosha. You don't have to get upset about that. That was petty. That was little. Do better. So I'm like, okay. So I have to do that. And I have to kind of tell myself those affirmations. Hey, Kiosha, everything's going to be cool. You don't have to sweat every different thing that goes on that's bad. You know, I'm grateful for the good and the bad, because the bad teaches me lessons. The good shows me, okay, do better. You know, even though that was good, but you can do better. So for me, journaling is really, really good. And then I have that at night with my green tea. And then I just journal. And then by the time I'm done journaling, it's time to go to sleep. Because at this point, I done kind of wired down. And it also helps me to go to sleep if I read or look at something like that, or read or whatever I'm doing. That helps me to kind of bring my night down for me to go to sleep. Because if my mind is amped up and wired up, I cannot go to sleep. I don't care how hard I try. And so I have to find something to bring me down from my day. Typically, working out does that. A lot of times if I've had a long day and I go work out, typically I can take some of my frustrations out while I'm working out. Last week I didn't go work out. That sucks. But hey, last week was a tough week for me. But this week I'm going to do better. I'm going to try to go every day this week. I'm going to try to make sure I work out. Working out is an exercise, and working out is another good way to deal with different things. You can kind of put what's going on to the side and focus on your health, because different things that go on, different challenges you have, different those dark places, working out can help with that. Of course, your mental health is very important. You don't want to always be available for everything. So take that time to work out. Like I said, if you just walk 30 minutes, or if you go to the gym and you pump it hard for an hour and a half or 2, whatever it is, find that time to do so. That kind of helps bring your day down too, because as you lifting and pumping, squatting, whatever you're doing, you can be like, okay, that pissed me off, and I'm going to take it out on these squats. You might say I'm going to do 15, you might end up doing 25, who knows? So it's a good way to deal with those adversities, working out. And plus, it's good for your health. You know, right now, it's really, a lot is going on with this coronavirus and different sicknesses, and it's a mess right now. But be careful if you do go to the gym. Just make sure you sanitize down those the equipment that you use. If you touch anything, just sanitize it down once you're done, because a lot of people are not going to do that. But for you, you can. Just make sure you sanitize everything. Wash your hands, by the way. So yeah, like I work out, and for me, that helps me. Even when I really don't want to go, I go. I push myself to go. I'm more than likely I'm gonna complain the whole time I'm working out. That's just me. I can't do nothing about that. I'm gonna complain. That's just natural. I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to do this. I hate doing it while I'm doing 30 sets of whatever, or 15 sets of this. I'm complaining. I'm tired, but I get it done because I know I have to. And if I don't, I'm gonna get yelled at, and I don't want to hear that. So I do it, and I fuss and complain, but I do it as I go. So that's me and working out. I just have a love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, it'll never change. I have to, but I really don't like to. But I have to, so whatever. But also, sometimes not doing anything can help you, which is crazy, because sometimes we make ourselves available for everything and everybody, and that puts wear and tear on your body. Okay, so you have to find ways to say no, even though saying no is really, really hard to, especially people you love and you want to help, and you feel like you can do everything and you don't need no rest, no break. When your body is tired and your body is ready to rest, it does it. It don't matter what you got going on. It don't matter what you're doing. When it's time to rest, your body's gonna do it. So sometimes when you feel like you're getting overwhelmed and your, anxiety level is rising and your head is hurting and spinning, and people steady ask, can you do this? Can you do that? I need you here. I need you there. Can you do da-da-da-da? Sometimes you have to say no. And it's just the bottom line. You have to tell people no. And you have to be like, with all due respect, I'm tired. I've been running for 4 or 5 weeks straight, and I just haven't had time for me. Tell them no and be done. You don't really even owe nobody no explanation sometimes. Now, sometimes, okay, yeah, if you miss certain things, well, I was having a self-care day, and so I decided I can't attend whatever. But sometimes you don't owe people no explanation, and you don't. And a lot of people expect one. Hey, you just need a break. People see you going, and they know you're busy. They know you got a family, you got kids, you got this, you got that, and you trying to just do what's right and best for you. Sometimes you just have to say no. And you can turn your phone off sometimes. Just isolate yourself from people. You can go. Sometime, for me, when I get stressed and overwhelmed and I go in the wrong store, I tend to buy. Now, I don't just blow my money and I don't just blow up the store, but I do buy little stuff, and I'm like, when I come home and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, did I really need that? So sometimes you can buy yourself something nice. Now, I'm not saying go in there and buy the whole store, but if you choose to, hey, that's your prerogative. But do something nice for yourself. We got my nails done the other day. I needed them done, and hey, I was like, that's self-care for me. Got my toes done too, and they feel really, really great right now. They are great. It's summertime, and that's starting to get back in effect, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I keep my toes done. It's just what it is. Got a wax the other week. Hey, that's self-care. That's just taking time for me. I'm in there just being the lady. We're talking. I ain't talking to nobody. That's self-care for me. Gonna set me a facial up probably in the next few weeks to get a facial done. Hopefully get a massage done too somewhere along the way. You have to pace things out for yourself. And if you don't do it every other month, maybe every 2 or 3 months. Some people do it every few weeks. It just depends. And I keep my nails done probably every 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, that's self-care for me. So get your nails done. Get a massage. I encourage a massage. I encourage the hot rock massage at that, because it's really, really good. It feels great on your back. If I can get one a day, I would. But I encourage that. Now, if you do, go get your nails stuff done, be careful with it. Like I said, everything's going on. I was kind of scared yesterday, but I was like, I'm always in getting my nails done. If something happens, it's probably just going to happen regardless. If this coronavirus is going on or if it's something else going on we don't even know about. So just be careful. Make sure they wash their hands. Make sure you wash yours. When you go out to eat, make sure you're careful with that too. Sometimes I'll take myself to the Juicy Crab. I love seafood. And I go in there and I get all those shrimp and crab legs with that corn and potatoes. Very, very yummy. That's self-care for me. You just got to find little things that make you happy. Take your mind off of the negative. Because if you just sit in the house sometime, in the bed, you wake up 1 o'clock in the evening, then you just sit there, watch TV. You probably don't get out your bed another 3 or 4 hours. You may finally eat. 7, 8 o'clock at night. That's not always good to do. And a lot of times, if you sit around and you let your thoughts ponder, you start to believe them. So if you think the sky is purple, and we telling you the sky is blue, you're just gonna eventually be like, that sky is purple, and I ain't got time to hear what you got to say. So you definitely have to find something to do. I always was told, an idle mind is the devil's playground. You get too bored, you get too lonely, you become depressed, you become sad, you crying and stress eating, and you don't want to talk to anybody. You isolate yourself to the point where people are worried about you. It's not to the point where people are like, oh, I understand, you just need a break. No, it's to the point where people are worried. And when people worry about you, you know, we think, oh, don't worry about me, I'm good, I'm a deal with it. But it's okay to have people to worry about you, but don't continue to consume yourself in it. And somebody told me that, and I appreciate that nice text that I got. You know, don't let those dark days consume you. Don't let those dark clouds consume you. And a lot of times we do. We let it consume us, and then that's where we're sad, depressed, even angry, frustrated at people who has done nothing to us. So for me, I have to really, really find things that make me happy to do. Like I said, sometimes I sit in the house and won't do anything. Won't fold a piece of clothing. Won't wipe a counter down. Even though I'm not saying it's like dirty or anything, but I won't do anything. But then when I know I'm getting to that point where I'm overwhelmed and I'm frustrated, and my week during the week, of course, is very busy. By the time the weekend roll around, I'm planning something that I'm gonna do, even if it's by myself or it's with friends. Because a lot of times your friends going through the same things, so you want to include them on fun activities. But if it's just you, I know I have to be like, okay, I'm gonna go do this, do this, do that. By the time I get up, get moving, go handle those things, the day done went by. So when I come back home, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what I did for the day and what I got to do tomorrow, or how I'm preparing for next week, whatever it may be. You have to find those positive things to do to keep you busy, so that you will not fall into that depressive state. And like I said, that affects your mental health. And it's not good to be in that depressed state. It's really not. It's not healthy at all. So I encourage everyone to find those activities that will help you to grow and learn from those adversities that come in your life. Like I said, it can be anything. Whatever you define as a difficult situation or a difficult time or whatever it may be, I encourage you to find something positive out of it. Find something positive to do. Don't let it consume you, because if you let it, it will. And that is, like I said, that is not healthy at all. So like I said, if there's any more different things that anybody wants to input on this video, hey, message me. I'm open to hearing different things, different stories, different topics that can go along with this. Maybe I can talk about something else another time. I'm very open to whatever. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was placed on my heart to do for whatever reason. And I guess because I'm going through some of the same things, so I'm sure so many people can relate to it. And like I said, I just really hope that this helps someone. Hey, I don't know, it might not, I don't know, but I really do. So once again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to message me any topics or any different activities that you think would be good. Maybe I can post them to my Facebook or my Instagram or my Snapchat. Whatever. I can post to anything. Maybe it'll help someone. You never know. It'll probably even help me. Hey, who knows? So don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my next channel. Peace.